is Food Stories.
This is Food Stories.
This is Food Stories, a podcast from FareShare Greater Manchester.
A podcast from FareShare Greater Manchester.
A podcast from FareShare Greater Manchester.
Hello and welcome to Food Stories, a podcast from FareShare Greater Manchester. FareShare Greater Manchester is the largest surplus food redistribution charity in the northwest of England, rescuing good-to-eat surplus food from going to waste and redistributing it to charities and community groups across the region who are serving their communities with food. With this upcoming podcast series, we want to share some of the stories behind the food we redistribute. From our staff and fantastic volunteer team to the groups we serve, there are so many important stories which we think need sharing.
It's quite disturbing, isn't it, that you hear about people who are working and who, because of the energy prices since the cost of living crisis and so on, you know, literally, and for years, to be honest, we've heard about people choosing between heating and eating, and that's quite a frightening prospect, really, that people are that desperate.
We are at the goods in bay, hence the barriers to separate people from forklifts. This is where it all starts. The lorries back up there, the forklifts unload lorries by the pallet.
There's lots of different people from all different backgrounds that are volunteering and working at FareShare, but we all have one purpose, and that is to provide food and to feed people and food waste.
Most of these kind of places like frozen meals, prepared meals, because their clientele tend to have fairly limited cooking facilities. So we've got small pizzas. We've got little cottage pies, mostly pre-cooked. Also some frozen stuff, which is obviously better from a longer term perspective.
We know that each one of our bags is probably worth, on average, if we were to buy it, would probably be between £15 and £20 per week. As a small charity, that would never be sustainable. But what we've shown is that by working with FareShare and kind of rediverting food that would have gone to food waste has meant that we're able to provide those bags on a weekly basis, which, you know, the feedback we get is, wow, I've had one of your bags, it makes such a difference.
With FareShare, I think I'm so privileged to be one of their clients, you know, one of their customers who's able to come in and pick up the food. And I think without their support, I really wouldn't be able to run this project.
To make sure you don't miss out on the first episode of Food Stories from FareShare Greater Manchester when it comes out, make sure you follow or subscribe to Food Stories on your favourite podcast app. And make sure you're following FareShare Greater Manchester on social media too for the latest updates. We can't wait to share our food stories with you very soon.